Hey, what's up, gamers? Welcome to a new episode of Last Cloudia. Today we're going to be doing some different type of conversation. I'm going to be going over more equipment this time, especially since some people want to know a little bit about the paid weapons and or paid items, I should say. So we're going to go over that. We're going to talk about the Thunder Ladies a little bit. Not a whole lot since we've already talked about most of them. It's going to be some just small tidbits here and there. And then I'm also going to talk about the event too. So that's going to be kind of what the video is today. Like I said, no new banner, no new arc or anything. I mean, there is a new banner, but it's nothing special. But let's go ahead and continue. Now, first thing I want to kind of go over is the. Actually, we'll take a look at the event real quick. And what I wanted to talk about, as terms of the event is concerned, is I actually first and foremost like how this is structured. I do like the whole, try to get the best rank you can. This kind of adds replay value to the game. It gives you a reason to log in if you want to try to get some of the top rewards. So I think this is one of the best ways to keep people actually invested in the events that you're throwing out there. So this is definitely one of the good ways to keep people interested. So I'm thank the devs for making events like this. This is really a good way to do it. One of the things I like about this event too is the rewards, specifically this. So this is a bit different, where you can spend resources that you get in this grind, if you will, to get the same things over and over and over. Now, when you're on step 5, you can't just reset. You have to actually wait till you've collected everything, and then it'll reset automatically. Now, on the previous steps, 1 through 4, as long as you got whatever the top item was, you could reset at any time. And of course, you don't necessarily have to do it, but it's an option that you have. But I think this is a really cool way to potentially grind out mother souls, potentially crystals, stuff like that. You're not going to get clusters, unfortunately, but that's what it is. But that's still a pretty cool, way to kind of keep you getting more items and getting ranking and all kinds of just cool little stuff. Now, they did add some new parts to this event. They have the more difficult one, the nightmare mode. It's not super difficult. If you could beat the hard mode, you should be able to relatively beat the nightmare mode. I mean, as long as you're not, if you didn't struggle in hard mode, you shouldn't struggle too much in nightmare mode. I was able to get through these pretty well, so this shouldn't be too hard. One thing I do want to talk about, though, and I think this is one of the biggest reasons I wanted to talk about, is the extra challenge. Now, as you can see, I actually did beat Nemesis. I've only beat it one time though, and I'm not beating it again. It was very, very difficult for me to beat it on Nightmare for this particular extra challenge. And the only thing that's worth completing it at least once is to get the shards. That's it. And if you don't have this character, then it's probably not even worth it. I'm going to be honest with you. Unless you want to potentially have a party wipe and have to pay gems to restart, because that's what happened to me. I actually had my team, and I'll show you what it was. It was nothing special, but I had Logia as my friend because I still don't have Logia yet. Hopefully, one day I'll get him. But so I had to borrow Logia with my team. We were doing okay-ish. I mean, it took a while to take out Shen, and then it was kind of a whole battle against the Guardian Angel here. And I got her down to about maybe, I don't know, 500k, and I got party wiped. Basically, Lukia was resurrecting people off and on. She was kind of my healer, if you will, her and Roland. And then, for whatever reason, she did something and all 4 people died at once. So and with that person only having 500k left after starting off with over 3 point something million, I think it was, I wasn't just about to let it go. So I went ahead and spent the 100 gem, which I hate doing. I'm 100% against doing that. But I made an exception here. And then once I resurrected everybody, I spammed all my skills, eventually got broken, and then I basically won. So it worked out, but I'm not proud of how I won. I'm really not. So if I struggled so much in nightmare mode, imagine how hard godlike's going to be. I'm not even going to try it. Now, if you look at the reward here, the only thing you're getting for a reward that's worth it. Well, actually, I don't personally think it's worth it, and I'll discuss that in a minute. But you get the Alb of Heaven. So the stats are decent. It's a 5-star weapon as opposed to a 6-star weapon. So for something that difficult, I think you should have provided kind of a 6-star thing, but whatever. At battle start, 5% intelligence is added to your mind, is basically what it is, which is not a bad ability, right? It's actually pretty good. You also get some resistance to curse and some holy resistance. So this is a decent item overall. However, I'm going to show you guys something. Oh, by the way, this particular item cannot be enhanced. I'm going to make sure you understand that very clearly. So I'm going to show you something. We're going to go to my little character here. And as you can tell, I did get Guardian Angel Lucio, so that was pretty cool. I actually got her in the Step Up banner. But yeah, I want to show you something. And this is going to be me telling you why I don't think it's worth it for that item. So within the event itself, you can get the Seraph dress. Okay? It's also an armor, just like the other one is. Well, it's a cloth, but anyway. Now, notice that the stats are going to be a little bit different. And yes, I do have this one max because you can actually enhance this one. But look at the ability. At battle start, 10% intelligence is added to your mind. And MP consumption for recovery magic -2. So you're getting a better ability for something that's practically free. And it's a 6-star item, by the way. If I was to actually like do this, it's a 6-star item. It's a robe. I thought it was cloth, but it's a robe. So you could use robe high boost if you wanted to, if you're going that route. It also has resistance to curse. It also has 5 increase to holy damage. The only thing that's really different are, you don't get HP, which is not a big deal on all honesty, but you still get some decent stats on the other slots. So this, which is a 6-star item, easier to get, but the difficult godlike mode gives you a lackluster, similar type clothing. So yeah, just letting you guys know, the godlike battle is not worth it if you're going for that item when you can just use a seraph dress. Now, if there's something I'm missing, maybe there's a reason that the godlike thing is better, please let me know in the comments. I'm not seeing it, but you can let me know. So just wanted to throw that out there. I just found that so strange. I just don't get it. But yeah, that was kind of like my little rant on that little thing. But like I said, the event itself I think is really cool. These are the kind of events that I prefer over a lot of the other standard events that we get. So I think that I should keep it up. I'll absolutely keep playing, no problem. Oh yeah, I guess there was one other thing I forgot to mention about the event. So let me go back real quick. Just a few like tips and tricks to kind of help you try to get better ranking and stuff like that. I'm not selfish, so I'll help the community if I can. Now, I mentioned the last episode, basically that in order to beat, the big Tundra boss, you need all that like thunder stuff and pretty much break the boss and you're good to go. In nightmare mode, when you go to the top one, it's not difficult. It's just Shen. You should be able to beat him. It's nothing super crazy. No major stats. However, uh, in order to get good scores, you need to get as many tickets as possible. So when you go to nightmare mode, go to signs of a battle because that's where you can actually get tickets. And I think you get like 5 or 7 or something like that. I don't really remember. Here at the Shen boss, you don't get any tickets unless you beat it the first time. So it's not really worth it. Just worth to do it one time, but that's it. But for grinding and getting tickets, go to the signs of a battle to get your tickets. Also, I'd recommend using people that can steal, pilfer, like Robin or Zex. Or if you have I think it's the Beast Hunter arc or something like that, you can use the arc ability to steal items as well. I would probably do it on the last wave, activate it, and that'll probably get you some tickets. It's not a guarantee, it's just a chance, but every little bit helps. And then once you've, got enough tickets, go to the extra challenge, and I would recommend just doing the hard one, Disobeying of God hard mode. Do that one. It's not as nowhere near as difficult as Nemesis. If you can't beat the hard version, because not everybody has the right characters or strong enough characters, whatever. I mean, you can go ahead and do the normal one. That's fine. But if you can beat hard mode without like using any gems or with just naturally winning, I would say just spam hard mode as much as you can, and that's what's going to give you the majority of your points. And then, of course, by doing that, you're also going to get ether coins that you could use to turn in to get more stuff. So if you just follow that pattern, that should help you to get you a decent ranking. As long as you're in the top 1,000, you'll get something. And I think getting in the top 1,000 is worth it because you get about 50, I think, of the what do you call it, mother souls. And mother souls are very important to skill your people up pretty quickly. So I think that's something that's worth pushing for. My personal goal is to stay in the top 500. I don't think I'm going to be in the top 100 very long. I think this is just a temporary thing. But as long as I'm in the top 500, I'm good because I'll be able to get 100 Mother Souls. And that's why I'm kind of like, doing my little grind here and there where I can get to turn those tickets in and just keep pushing. But yeah, I mean, if you want to try to get a decent rank, this is probably your best way to do it. If there's another good tip that I didn't mention, please let me know in the comments as well. Because, like I said, I'd rather just help if I can. All right, so now let's talk a little bit about the character upgrades. I'm not talking about Lucio because we already talked about her. It's the other Thunder ladies that I want to chat about. Now, we've already talked about Thunderbolt Sevia, so I'm not really going to go over too much, with the exception of one little thing, which is her stat increase, and I'll explain what I'm talking about. Now, Genius Archer Foul, I don't think we've actually talked about, so I might bring her up kind of quickly. We'll see. And then after we're done with that, I'll do a multi-poll for you guys. And of course, I'll also talk about the paid items just so you know if it's worth it or not, or what you should get first, if anything else. So for Thunderbolt Sevia, they basically made it to where she can be awakened to 6. So basically what that means is if you have enough of her souls or whatever, you can get to the next thing. Now, of course, when you're awakening, what that basically does is it ups your stats. So, you're not going to get a better ability board or nothing like that. This is just for stats. So in this case, her strength can now be 1109 at max. And mine at 1036, which is a lot better than what it was. Now, you may not remember, but when I first did my review of Thunderbolt Sevia, her strength at max was at 900 and change, which was not bad for, all the other stuff that she could do. But getting her to, full awaken with with those prisms or whatever, you can now get her a little more above and beyond. So I think that that's pretty cool. I'm glad that they've brought her over 1100 for her strength for maxing out. So that's pretty cool. So I like that. And then for Foul, like I said, I'm not going to be taking too much time on these characters. Now for Foul, she's been upgraded to 1133 strength and 1059 intelligence. So apparently she must be a hybrid damage dealer. Now I have her, but I've never used her. So I don't know much about her. So I guess I'll just do a very brief and quick review. When you look at her skills, this is a bunch of thunder related attacks. I believe she is an archer, right? Let me go back here. A sniper. I meant to say sniper. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, all of these are going to be, your thunder-related damage, which is pretty cool. I think one of these has the ability to stun, right? Let me see. It must be her special. Oh yeah, there it is. So thunder attack in a wide area, centered on target, great movement speed. Oh wait, hold on. That's not it either. I thought she had something that stunned. Maybe she's doesn't do that, or maybe it's her trait. Once, okay, I see. So she has chance to repeatedly inflict powerful extra damage with regular attack, which is cool. And then charge shot is skill strengthens as skill stock increases. Okay, so that's why we have the skill stock ability. Apparently, that works specifically for her. I didn't know that. Like I said, I've never really paid attention to this character. I really thought she had something that dealt with stunning, unless it's like a trait or something, or a skill. Let me see. So she has her thunder-based stuff, magic spells, let's see, magic circles, She has aim vitals naturally, so that's pretty cool. Oh, here it is. She has stun research, is what it is. Okay, so regular attacks have a chance to inflict stun. Okay, I thought she had something to do with stun. She also has fast critical, which would have been a really. I think that would have been a unique ability when she came out because I'm not sure if fast critical existed when she was released. 'Cause she was released fairly early, I believe. Fury, backstab. Thunder Critical, Thunder Attack Raise. So that's actually some decent abilities. Pose of Glory, and then Maglion, which is what a sniper needs. So she seems decent in general, although nowadays she's outclassed. But I want to say probably for her time, she was probably pretty good. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over that. I think Fal is still going to be probably a mid tier character. I don't think she's going to be super great. Thunderbolt Sevia, I still think will be top tier, but Guardian Angel Lucia is still the best of the Thunder Ladies, and we've already talked about her. Oh, by the way, Lucia's special for pausing time is she's the only one that gets to move, and her skills like charge super fast. So you can literally spam skills over and over and over. It's really, really good. Very, very fantastic ability. So I wanted to go over that. And then also, by request, I'm going to go ahead and discuss the paid items. Apparently, people keep attacking me in arena here. Okay. I may have actually hit the wrong thing. Where is the news? Or actually, no, paid items won't be there. It's going to be in the. I think it's the shop. I forget. I don't usually do paid items. I did actually purchase the paid item, by the way, for this lady, only because I had enough for the step up gotcha. So I guess I could talk about, like I said, I figured I might as well talk about it since I finally made my first purchase. I'm just trying to remember where the information for the paid stuff is. I just don't remember. Let me see here. I think I could probably go to information to find out, right? Oh, here it is, marketplace. There we go. All right. Like I said, I don't normally do this, so you have to bear with me. Okay, so the weapons. Oh, the weapon's gonna be down here because I've already purchased the weapon. I want to talk about that first. Okay, I'll talk about that last because I'll just show when I equip it. So the Seraph Sphere, and there we go. It has a strength of 24, intelligence of 10, MP 40, and mind plus 10. So this is decent stat wise. It's a 5-star item accessory. So for Guardian Lucia only, regular attacks deal extra thunder damage, more break from thunder attacks. So this is a decent item. However, if I was to say if you wanted to buy either this or her weapon, I think the weapon's the better choice. So, if you're only going to pick one or the other, the weapon's going to be better. And I'll kind of explain why once I show the weapon. But this is the only thing that I like about this particular item is the fact that you get extra break from thunder attacks. So I think that's pretty cool. But that's really the only thing that makes this potentially worth purchasing. I'm not going to go out of my way to get this because I'm really not personally interested in this item. But, there you have it. And like I said, I personally don't think it's worth spending money on, but I understand the break using thunder attacks is kind of critical. But let's take a look at the actual item that I actually think is better between the two. And what I will start doing going forward is when I make these videos about the new characters, if they have a paid item, I'll actually talk about it. I usually don't because I don't usually invest, but I made an exception here. So the Seraph Scepter. I haven't enhanced this at all. So it has the 40 MP, which is good, 24 strength, which is good, 174 intelligence, fantastic, and 11 mind, which is good. So it's Guardian Lucia only. Thunder attack damage further. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Let me try this again because the way they worded this is horrible. But basically, what this is saying is that the further away she is, the more thunder damage will be taken when she, casts thunder spells. So it's kind of like Maglion or whatever that ability is, but for thunder. And then thunder attack critical rate plus 10%, which is also good. You always want your crit chances to go up as much as possible, so that's fantastic. Absolutely like that. So this item is definitely worth purchasing. So if you're either going to buy one item or the other, the Scepter is definitely what you want. Now, obviously, if you didn't get the character, I wouldn't waste your time or money on it. But, if you have the character and you want to, throw your money at the screen by doing like step up gotchas or whatever, which is what I did. I just did the step up gotcha. This item is definitely worth it. So 100% like the weapon. It's definitely worth it. There you go. And obviously, I don't have her fully leveled or skilled yet, so she's gonna be a work in progress. But she is a lot better than I thought she would be. I really enjoy using her. I didn't think I was gonna like her this much, but I do. All right, so let's do a multi pull. Now, I'm not gonna do the step ups or anything like that. I'm just gonna use the free multi ticket that we got today, because since I already have all of these characters, I have no interest at all in spending my gems on. I'm gonna wait for the next banner, so we'll just use this ticket instead. So you guys do get to get a multiple today. Do I have any expectations? I mean, hopefully I get another copy of the character. I did get the arc as well, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Actually, the arc and Luke Hill came in the same multiple on the step up. All right, so here we go. It's yellow. Okay, so it's just going to be yellow, so nothing special. We're just going to get some duplicates of stuff. Oh, by the way, that kind of brings up another thing, too. One thing that I really like is that when you get your duplicates, you're able to. You can actually make it to where you can learn certain abilities faster when you're grinding like skills for people. I think that's awesome. So you're not only are you able to up the stats of the arcs that you're using, but you can actually make it to where it takes, you know, less grinding to learn a skill. So I think that's fantastic. A good quality of life things. Honestly, like this game has slowly been adding quality of life stuff, and I think that you guys should continue to do that. That is fantastic. Right now, this is my favorite gotcha game, 100%. Uh, I have other games that I play on the side, but nothing that really makes me want to take time than this game. Like this is just fantastic. And I played a lot of gotcha games in my day. So just keep up the good work, devs. And that's going to be pretty much it for the video. I just kind of wanted to do, just give us some information. And then hopefully we'll get some new characters soon. Who knows? Maybe Shen, the shipped version, might come out soon. It seems that's the direction that they're going, but you never know. But until next time, keep gaming, y'all. Take care. Later.